Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. I'm so excited. Can you all hear me? Is this working? This is my first live stream of the session, so I want to make sure I'm getting the tech working. So let me know. Can you all see me? Can you hear me? Beautiful, beautiful. Can you hear the piano? Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you all for joining me. I know it was hard to pick a date and time to do this live stream. I had several people from England email me earlier today saying, hey, it's going to be past my bedtime. But that's what's fun about live streams. YouTube instantly saves them as recordings, so you'll be able to rewatch it. And I'll let you all vote on the date and time of the next one. So I'm really excited to start these series of live streams. If it goes well, I'd love to do them maybe once a week or definitely every other week, where I do your songs that you love, that you have requested, and show you in real time that I'm using my own practices. I practice what I preach. I walk my own talk. I'm doing the exact same stuff I show you in my videos. So I chose Beatles for this first kickoff session because I would like to honor the Beatles. Beatles are very popular. A lot of Beatles songs came in through that survey, so I'm really excited. And let me know where you're coming from. So I'm looking at the chats here. Hello, hello Sherry, hello Nancy, hello Carla. Let me know where in the world you're joining me from. I'm currently in North Carolina right now. I think someone said they were joining from the Netherlands, which is awesome. Let me know where you're from. Hello, 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 Swiss Miss. And this is going to be very engaging. It's not just going to be me playing piano in between each song. I'll read your chats if you have any questions. I may point out a few things of what I did in the song to connect it. You know, I'm a teacher at heart if you've been watching my videos, so I'm here to help you and also have fun with these little live mini concerts. So, we've got Arizona, we've got Wisconsin, love it, love it. Also, I'm going to put up on the screen, because I'm sure you're dying to know which Beatles songs made the cut. Now, if your favorite Beatles song did not make the cut tonight, don't worry, Beatles will show up a lot, I'm sure, in live sessions. But let's look at which ones made the cut for tonight. Drum roll. We've got... boom, this is what our mini concert looks like tonight. So I chose 5 out of the ones that you all recommended, and then every time we do one of these mini concerts and I do your picks, I'm also gonna do one for me. So it's a Matt pick, one of my favorites. So tonight, this is what we're going to have. We're going to have I Wanna Hold Your Hand, Eleanor Rigby, Let It Be, Blackbird, Yesterday, and then my pick, In My Life, which is one of my favorite, if not my favorite Beatles song. So here we go. So I'm gonna start off, I'm gonna do the first song, okay? And then I'm gonna chat with you for a minute, okay? So obviously while I'm playing, I'm not gonna be able to read and comment on the chats, but feel free to put stuff in the chats. And like I said, I'm gonna walk my talk, and if you've been watching so many of my videos, you know that I am big on freeing you from just being glued to sheet music, even though sheet music is wonderful, but freeing your mind of how to come up with creative ways to play piano. So everything I'm gonna play for you tonight, I'm gonna do by memory. I'm not looking at sheet music on another screen. I have the melody in my head, the chords in my head, and I'm using all the techniques I've been showing in my videos to try to create beautiful piano renditions of it in real time, which means it may not be perfect. I didn't rehearse these for hours on end. I'm just letting happen what happens on my fingers, okay? So let's do the first one. Sorry, it's been an allergy day. And I'm also gonna mute my mic while the keyboard's playing, just so you can hear, okay? So here is the first one, I Wanna Hold Your Hand. right, hope you liked that rendition, just off the dome. Remember, I'm so big on you all feeling creative. So if I was to play that again for a second time, it would be totally different. Now, if you've been watching my videos, you may have seen some of the stuff that I was doing. So some of the arpeggios that I was doing. Those 1-5-8s I talk about. The 1-5-8-2-3s, doing arpeggios. You know I love me some added seconds. If you've been watching videos, I love a good old added second. I was throwing those in there left and right. Having ways to have a delicate touch, having breathing tempo, dynamics, all of the things that I talk about in my videos. That's what I try to use every single time. And then feeling creative, inversions, so many things. So now, what you all got, let's see. Let me know in the comments, if you've been watching, what is something you have been working on piano? Either a song or a specific technique or something in one of my videos. If you've been playing piano, let me know in the chats what's something you've been working on. Do you have a specific goal you've been working on this week as a piano player? Let me know. I love reading them. Oh, thank you all so much. You all are so sweet in the comments. Love it. Oh, very interested how I'm creating rhythm with melody. Good question. So this will actually be coming up in future videos too, but the idea of how the hands work together. So when we create rhythm, this is one of the reasons why it's important to figure out what notes do I want to play in the left hand? What do I want to do in the right hand? How do I want to make rhythm? So some simple ways to make rhythm in the right hand is dealing with, one is called like a bounce down. That's what I call it, where it's something like this. So in that song, the beginning. So if I want to add rhythm to that, I can try to have bounce down notes underneath it, where it's stuff like this. It's under the melody, so if your melody note is in the top note of your right hand, then in the left hand you can start to try to have rhythm to it. Or doing arpeggios of those added seconds, but instead of just playing all the notes at the same time, you do rhythm. So that's how you can make stuff sound different. So even for you, like you all can pick a chord progression and just practice it and do it different ways. Notice that chorus, sometimes I did this. Those are chords. Sometimes I turned them into arpeggios. Right? There's moving notes. So there's a lot of great ways to take the same melody and chords and do it a bunch of different ways. We've got just trying to get my fingers in tune with my brain. I hear you, I hear you. It's not easy, but you can get it. Always believe in yourself. I get so annoyed when people think they're too old to start playing piano or they like it's too late for them. That's ridiculous. I have taught people from 5 years old to 92 years old. You are never too late. Hello from Rhode Island, working on arpeggios and scales from the videos to make practicing sound like music. Absolutely. I want you, every time you sit down at your piano or keyboard, you feel like you're playing beautiful music, even if you are practicing chords and a scale. I promise you there's a way to do it. If you are sitting down and trying to learn a C major scale, you can either do this, or turn it into a game. How can I play that beautifully? I'll hold the pedal down and I'll play. Right? You can practice a lot of stuff just by playing quote unquote boring scales and chords. It's up to you to feel like a piano player every time you're sitting at the piano. I love it, I love it. I've been working on my father's favorite and Dante from Sonata C. Love it. Yes, I've loved hearing from you all of what you're working on in your emails and messages, because we have everything across the globe. I love it. We've got classical people, we've got jazz people, we've got country people, we've got pop people, we've got church hymns and gospels. I love it. I love it. Okay. We're going to keep chatting, but let's get to the second song, Eleanor Rigby. So this is a fun one. This is one that is not necessarily a rock song, but it's not necessarily a ballad. It's this interesting kind of darker song with energy. So again, I'm going to think about that. So I'm going to think about the melody, the chords, and the way I want to tap into that type of energy. But I'm going to use the same tactics I've been showing in my YouTube videos. Arpeggios, chord inversions, added notes like added seconds, rhythm, which octave, which register I'm playing in, letting the tempo and the dynamics breathe and feel free, slow down, speed up, get soft, get loud, the gentle touch, expressiveness, all of that stuff. Okay, here we go. Eleanor Rigby. I'm gonna mute my mic again. All right, so Eleanor Rigby. So again, it's live. I messed up. I had a bunch of clunker notes, but I don't care because it's live and it's trying to be in the moment. It's trying to use creativity. I would much rather in the moment try to make up something and see what flows out of me versus just trying to be glued to a page that I can't get freedom from. So Eleanor Rigby, I love that song. It's a very interesting song. Has a lot of interesting melodic stuff happening. Very, very cool song. So, and question, will there be a replay? Yes, the great thing about YouTube is as soon as you end a live, then it just saves it as a regular video. So if you go to the YouTube channel where, or like my YouTube channel, there's a tab that says live, and when you click that, you'll see the videos of all of them. So yes, replays on all of them. That's what's great about going live on YouTube. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Your passion for music really shines. Thank you, John. Oh, thank you, Jack. Appreciate it. So again, I want you to feel power in yourself to make up stuff, even when it's a real song. Okay, that's what's so wonderful. That's why if you notice, most of my videos, I show you something, but then I want you to make it your own. I don't just give you sheet music that says you must do this and play these exact notes, because then you're just mimicking ink. I want you to learn how to take ink on a page or just a few notes and then turn it into beautiful stuff on your own. Okay? So let's see. I wish you were able to get your music to follow through so we can practice left hand. Oh, sweet. Yeah. Listen, you are never too old either. I'm getting so many emails, lovely emails from people that are 60s, 70s, 80s, saying that they're just now starting or that they're reigniting a passion. I love that. I work with a lot of adults that kind of have the same story. It's I did it as a kid and then I kind of just left it, or I had a bad experience when I was younger. Either I had a teacher that only wanted me to do classical, or I had a mean teacher or a very strict teacher, and it kind of just turned them off piano. And then they feel like so many years have gone by, what's the point? I promise you, I want as many piano players to exist in the world as possible. You have value and you have potential and you have music inside you that needs to come through on a piano, because you're a human being with a beating heart. And I firmly believe that. I believe that with every ounce of my being. Okay, let's do another fun music question. Tell me if you could sit and play any song. Let's say I have a magic wand and poof, you're a professional piano player. What is the song that you would love to be able to sit and play on the piano? Let me know in the chats. I would love to be able to do that. To hear. What age did I start playing? Good question. I started when I was 5, and the reason I did was I have an older sister, and she's still my best friend to this day. We're super close, and when I was younger, I wanted to do everything she did. So if she took art class, I took art class. If she did gymnastics, I wanted to do gymnastics. Like, I wanted to do whatever she did, because she was my idol. I looked up to her. So she took a few piano lessons. So I took a few piano lessons. And then it wasn't really for her, but I loved it. So I learned enough in a handful of lessons to get me going. So then I would learn on my own. And when I say that I have lived in sort of every part of how you can learn piano, is how I'm able to gather all the way that I present information to you, because I Frankenstein and cherry pick all the stuff that worked, because I've been someone who took throughout my whole life since I was 5 traditional lessons and experimental lessons and no lessons where I just taught myself, and then only classical, and then jazz studies, and then music theater, and then pop, and go from formal concert stages to recording studios in Nashville to everything. I have done smoky little lounges, and I've done huge concert halls and worked with every type of musician. I've played classical music that took forever to learn how to play, and then I've played music that was written on a napkin by someone in a studio in New York and said, here, play this. Like, I've done it all, and there's merit in all of it. So that's why I can work with any student, and I can help people transition from any one to another one. So like this week, I had several students reach out to me saying what they would like my help with specifically is coming from the classical world into how can I get into the jazz world? How can I take my classical training and learn how to play jazz? So I love that. So ever since I was 5, I've been all over the place. Oh, thank you, May. That's so sweet. Let's see. Piano Man, great one. Morning Has Broken, beautiful. Piano Man, love it, love it. Green, green grass of home, for 5th of 5th. Well, oh, there's a lot of Piano Mans. Love it, love it. Maybe we'll need to do a Billy Joe evening, right? I think I can do, that's a little hint, little preview. So we'll probably have a Billy Joel evening too. And we'll also make sure, hopefully all of you are on my email subscribers list. Not only am I going to let you vote on when we do these live sessions, but also what's next? What theme do you want next? I can tell you probably definitely in the near future, we'll have one that might be Simon and Garfunkel, because that came up a lot. We'll probably have a Disney one, because that came up a lot. We'll probably have like a rock pop one, like classic rock. We may do an Elton John one or a Billy Joel one, a religious spiritual one. All the greats. We can just keep this going forever. I love it. So it's fun to have a theme and to have songs that you all helped pick, and then also my picks. So we'll definitely have a voting session soon for the next live. Hopefully the next live might be next week. It would be fun to get in the habit of doing these once a week. If people join, if people watch, I love it. So maybe you all can start to think of some ideas. What would you like the next one to be? Okay, Dawn, I'm just blown away that you can pull all these melodies out of your head and play them as though you've practiced for years. Well, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. I mean, I've been doing it for a while, but I promise you, I'm not just some shady car salesman that comes up with stuff on YouTube videos just to like try to sell you something. Every single thing that I say in every video, I do myself. And you can, and my students know that as well. I tell my college students, because I teach at a university every semester too, and I tell them every single thing that I tell you on Monday, I'm doing myself on Thursday. Like, I'm never a hypocrite. I never say something I don't believe in, and I never tell you something or show you something I'm not doing myself. So all of the stuff I'm showing you in all my YouTube videos and the content that's still to come, I'm doing it too. I'm just doing it because I've been doing it for so long now. You learn how to do it at a quicker level, at a deeper level, but essentially it's the same stuff. It's the same philosophy. It's just taking it to different levels. So that's what's great that's why I try to break down in the YouTube videos, like, here's something I do. Now let's, show it at a kind of an easier level to practice, because a lot of my audience are people at the beginner level or intermediate level, but it's the same thing I'm doing. I'm just then doing like a 2.0 version of it. And it's fun in the private lessons when I get to do one-on-one. If people are at a more advanced level, then I get to show them, great. Now let's do a 2.0 version of that. Let's like dive into the rabbit hole of it, which is a lot of fun. Great, John, you're in. I love it. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Thanks so much. Swissman, my piano teacher, would arrange the music. That's wonderful. Yes, I try to do that a lot too. I'm a big believer that teachers should meet the students where they're at. Yes, we should have goals, but we still want to make sure we're doing stuff that's at their level and stuff you're interested in, right? If there's a technique, like the students I worked with at the university, if there's something I want them to learn, I will find a way to teach them that in any style they want. So if they're not big into classical, which, most 19-year-olds aren't, it's just a reality, yes, can you learn that in a Mozart sonata? Sure. Can I also teach it to you in your favorite country song? Yes. So it's like, how can we teach you stuff in a way that works for you? Because I'm big on whatever works for you, that's how I want you to learn it. Because what I care about is that you learn it and that you enjoy it and that you want to run to the piano to practice it. So, okay, let's look at the third one. So this one came up a lot. A lot of you said Let It Be. So I knew it had to be in this first one. This is also a gorgeous, gorgeous song. I play it a lot in gigs. It's definitely one of the most beautiful Beatles songs of all time. I love it, I love it. So here we go. Here is Let It Be. I'm gonna mute my mic. I always gotta make sure the keyboard's working. Let it be. I hope you liked. Thank you, thank you. Aw, thank you. So sweet. So sweet. You all have been such an amazing community. It's been so incredible to get to join this YouTube community. I feel kind of like how a lot of you tell me like, oh, I feel so old and I feel so late to the piano game. It's too late for me to start. That's how I felt about YouTube, honestly. I had a lot of people in my life for years saying, why don't you go on YouTube? I was like, I just never really thought about it. I'm very blessed to have a lot to do in my life and my career. But I love connecting with people. And so literally just like 3 months ago, just on a whim, I was like, you know what, let me just give it a shot. Let's try it. Try it for a couple of weeks. If it doesn't work out, no harm, no foul. And it's been incredible. You all have been so beautiful to meet. Just in a couple of months, I feel like we're already building this beautiful piano community. I get messages from people all over the world, which is so incredible. And I literally say it all the time, but I want the world to be full of piano players. I just think piano, I'm biased. There's a lot of beautiful instruments, but I think piano is the most beautiful. It has so much soul. And I love just watching people. I love watching people I love sitting at a piano playing, because it's like you see their soul come out into their fingers. I know that sounds super cheesy, but I really do believe that. I love it. So you all have been so incredible as this beautiful community. Honestly, this has gone far exceeded my expectations just in a couple of months. So I'm already excited, like, oh my gosh, if you all are already so incredible now, what's it going to be like a year from now when we're celebrating our 1-year anniversary together? I'm not going anywhere. It's been beautiful. I love the YouTube world. So I'm definitely here to stay, and I'm really enjoying it. And I love helping you all help me build it. That's why I'm so big on you all feeling a part of it. That's why you get a bunch of emails from me, and I do polls and surveys. What do you want to see? A lot of the videos coming up that I've recorded, getting ready to post, came from suggestions from you all. I love reading every single YouTube comment. I want you all to help build this with me together, because I want to serve you. I feel like a public servant almost. I'm here to serve you and help inspire you, and I want you to run to your piano every morning or every night for 5 minutes before you go to bed and remind yourself why you love music and how it makes you feel alive. That's truly how I feel. Oh, Carol, that's so sweet. You can do it. You can do it. It just takes practice. All right. Watch a lot of my videos. All right. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay. Dinner and a show. I love it. I love it. I hope you're eating something good. I'll have to have dinner after this. What are we having for dinner? Anything tasty? Let it be doesn't sound like that. Listen, we all have to start somewhere. We all have to start somewhere. Even if I'm still, I do a lot of gigs where I have to learn something really, really fast. Either literally like, Monday? Last night I did a gig where I do it once a month at this kind of like theater cabaret show. And I'm on stage in front of a paying audience for 3 hours. And the performers come up, and most of them I've never met before. We haven't gotten to run music, and they hand me their music, and we both just sight read it on the spot. Like, I'm sight reading for the first time on a piano in front of a paying audience. And you think I'm playing stuff perfectly? Heck to the no. You just learn how to get better at hiding it, right? If I'm doing something super jazzy, for example, I may hit wrong notes all the time. Right? Now, half of those were probably clinkers, but if you know how to cover it and just do it with confidence, no one's the wiser, all right? Trust me, no one is perfect. In this stream, I promise you, when I go back and listen to what I played, I'm gonna be like, oh God, that was wrong, that was wrong, that was a horrible chord, that was a horrible melody note. We're all humans, no one's perfect. Sherry, that's so sweet. You make wrong sound right. Thank you all. Okay, let's get to the next one. Song number 4, Blackbird. Oh my gosh, I love this song. I know I've said this about several of them. This is truly one of my favorites. This would have been my Matt pick if it hadn't been mentioned by other people. I don't feel like this is like an uber famous, like it's not always the go-to Beatles song people go to, but I think the song is just so beautiful because of the way it's composed. And you'll notice when I play this, it'll be a little different. It's such a delicate song with such intricate melodies and beautiful chords and harmony, and it's a very mature, like it's one of the most sophisticated Beatles songs that there is, and so I want to honor that when I play it. So this is not a song that I would do a lot of like big loud stuff and so, you know, and not that like that stuff is bad, I'm not doing it to be showy, it's what I feel the music growing. But this particular song, it feels like it constantly just hovers, it lives in this sophistication in a very different way than something like Eleanor Rigby would, which has kind of an aggressive rock to it. So let's dive into Blackbird. I'm gonna mute my mic. That is Blackbird. Blackbird, genuinely one of my favorites. Oh, I love it so much. I love playing it on the piano. Beatles didn't always, this is why I love the Beatles. Not every song that they wrote it as like a piano song, right? They were a band. They had guitars and drums and all that stuff. But the way they wrote music was so beautiful in how they what the melodies were, the harmonies that they did underneath it, the way they marry each other. So many of the Beatles songs translate really well to piano. A lot of times people will ask me when I do gigs and I just have to play pop and rock music just constantly, like background music or in a lounge or something like that. And it's like, well, how do you pick? I mean, there's millions of songs, right, to choose from. I can hear or think about a song, even if it's, a song 50 years ago, and I can tell, will that translate well on a piano? Not every single song can. I mean, yes, you can technically play any song on the piano, but they don't all translate well. And Beatles just does. Oh, it translates so well. So well. Oh, John, that's so sweet. Listen, anyone can learn. I'm not anything special, right? I mean, I love myself and I have confidence in myself, but I'm nothing special. I love what I do. I've worked hard at it. I constantly do it every day, and I don't give up. When there's something that I can't do, I will figure out how to do it. I've done gigs plenty of times. Like, I do several gigs where initially I think, I don't know if I'm going to be able to play that. There are times, so I do a lot of like musical theater where I'm hired to come in and play, for Broadway style shows. And that stuff ain't easy. There's some musicals out there, because in that one I do have to read more, like you have to stick to the sheet music. And it's not the easiest stuff. I got to bring it home and I got to practice it and run it. And the first time I look at it, I go, oh my gosh, how long is it going to take me to learn that? That looks so hard. And then you do. And it's not perfect, but you learn it. And then you do it with confidence. And people come up to you afterwards and say how beautiful it was, even though it wasn't perfect. And I feel like I messed up or played wrong notes. But we all have doubt. We all have moments. I constantly do that, where I have a moment of self-doubt, or, oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to make that sound good, or, oh, that looks really hard. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it justice. But then you do. You figure it out. Oh, thank you. I love reading your all's comments. I love this so much. It's so cool to get to interact in real time. I mean, I love recording videos, but this is so much cooler. Let's do another piano question. Actually, it doesn't have to be piano. Let's just do a music question. What is a song, and you don't have to tell me why. You don't have to share any personal, but just tell me the title of a song that really means something valuable to you. So it's not just what's a song you like. What's a song that really means something to you? It holds a place in your heart, in your life. It either makes you think of someone really important, or a beautiful memory, or there's like an emotional attachment to it. Just tell me the name of the song. What is a song in your life that just has, it means something valuable to you? If you were to hear it come on the radio, it would mean something special to you. It doesn't mean if you like the song or not, but like just a song that brings up memories for you. I can tell you one for me is Stevie Wonder, For Once in My Life. That song has a lot of special meaning to me. There's a hymn called It Is Well With My Soul that has a lot of family memories for me. In My Life, the Beatles song that I'm going to end with, that was my pick. That song has emotional symbolism and connection for me. Love to hear My Way, yes. Oh, beautiful song. Beautiful song. Canon in D, love it. Top of the World, yes. Deacon Blues, beautiful. Oh, Nancy, I also see your question. Do you mostly start with lead sheets? Now, in the phase of life that I am, I like to use lead sheets. I mean, I still depend on the gig. Like I just said, musical theater, they like you to read more, full sheet music. Happy to have the gig. I do that all the time. But if I get to choose, or if I'm choosing for my students, I like lead sheets the best, because lead sheets are the best of both worlds. They're not full sheet music that can be overwhelming, hard to learn, and it feels like there's a right and wrong way to do it. And you kind of get bogged down, especially students, get bogged down in all of the ink on the page. But there's also a lot of pressure with just like with jazz, for example, and you're just completely improvising, making up an entire thing on the spot, that can also feel like overwhelming pressure. Lead sheets are the best of both worlds. It gives you structure, so it gives you a specific melody, it tells you specific chords, so there's structure because it's nice to have rules, right? But the structure is very open for interpretation, so you also get a lot of creative freedom. There is not a wrong way or a right way to do it. So that's why I love lead sheets. If you hand me full sheet music of Beatles' Blackbird, what I just played, and I have to play that exact sheet music, well then yes, there is a right way and a wrong way to do it. But I would rather play the lead sheet. Or if I had the song memorized and know the chords, where I can have freedom. So every time I play it, it's a little different. I'm still honoring and respecting the song. It's still the same melody, same chords, but I can do it different ways. So even just that little intro, right? If I was to look up real sheet music for Blackbird, this is what it would tell me to play. That's the real thing. So now, if I want to do it, but I get to do it my own way with freedom, I still have to do those chords, do that melody, but I could do it a bunch of different ways. I could do it that way. I could do it up here. I can add arpeggios. I could add added notes. I can add rhythm. You can do it a ton of different ways. Lead sheets give me that freedom. The sheet music, full sheet music, does not give me that freedom. And I'm all about having freedom at the piano whenever I get it. So my advice, if you get to choose between full sheet music and a lead sheet, unless it's like a classical piece of music or a traditional piece of music, go with the lead sheet. Okay, and I will have more videos coming out about lead sheets because I know that's a question I'm getting a lot. So I've already made posted one or two videos so far specifically about lead sheets. I promise you there's more coming. Oh, What a Wonderful World. Oh, love that song. That's the beautiful, that one came up quite a bit on the song survey. So that's going to be showing up on a live session soon. I promise. Could I have this dance for the rest of my life? Because He Lives. That was one of my father's favorite songs. So my dad was a preacher, so that's why I know a lot of hymns too. I grew up playing piano in church. Yes, Carla, the question of the moment is there a song that has emotional resonance for you? Like it means something emotional for you. You have like a personal connection to the song. Do some lessons just like you did with the lead sheets. Yes, I promise you, absolutely. I promise you, because I hear you. I hear you all loud and clear every time you give me suggestions. I love it. So yes, I got a lot of great response from the lead sheet videos, and that really helped me. Because sometimes too, I kind of have to guess, and I have kind of a running list of random topics I could do, and sometimes I think, well, I'll make a YouTube video of this to see if people like it, and if they don't, then okay. I'll never do that topic again. And then if they do, then great. Okay, great. Let me make more of that. Trust me, I am all about, I listen to you all. That's why I'm so big on liking videos and commenting on them. It's not just for the algorithm, but that shows me if you're responding to, what that topic is. Because there's a million topics I could talk about. So it helps me figure out what topic do I pluck out of the sky for that specific video. Good. My mom loved Last Date. Love it, love it. Bunch of chord flashcards. Oh, terrific. That's a great idea. Love it, love it. Okay, let's go on to the next song. So the next song, which is the last one of your picks for this session. I promise you more Beatles are going to be coming up on future live sessions. So let's get to Yesterday, and then we'll get to my pick. So Yesterday, probably next to Let It Be, was the second most popular requested from the Beatles from that survey. So I knew I had to put it on there. I agree with you. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous song. So here is Yesterday. And that is yesterday. Hope you liked it. Again, that was a popular request from many people, so I hope it did it justice in your mind. Hope you all have been really enjoying this. We have one more. We're almost done. Thank you all so much for joining, for real. I was like, I wonder if 2 people are going to show up. I know everyone has busy lives. I'm so excited to see what the next one is. Probably tomorrow, because I know I've been spamming you all with emails about reminder of this. So probably tomorrow I will send out an email asking to vote on when the next one is. It's hard because I have a lot of people in the United States, which has different time zones, and a lot of people in Europe, even people in Australia, a few in Asia. So it's been interesting. So trying to figure out how in the world how do we pick a time that seems to work for multiple people? We'll figure it out, and we may experiment with, it's a different time each time, or it might just be the same time each time, so it's easy to schedule. I'll let you all vote, and I'll also give you options on what you want the next one to be, the next theme. So here we go. Let's do our final one, but before we close out with the final one, let's do one more song because I love getting to know you all so much. I want to know. It's got to be a good one. What's a good question? Here's what we're going to do. Let's throw some music theory into this, right? Because I love being a teacher at heart. I want you to tell me how your week is going, but you're going to do it with one of 4 chords. So if you've watched a lot of my YouTube videos, I teach you a lot about chords. So here are your 4 options because it'll match the emotion of that chord. If you are having a good week so far, you're going to type the word major. Because major chords, they're nice, they're bright, they're happy. If you're having not a great week so far, write minor. Because minor chords are a little darker. If you're having a really crappy week, like, I'm counting the days till this week is over, write diminished. Diminished is that even darker chord. And if you are having just a wacky, crazy week, like what in the world is happening in my life right now, then write augmented, because augmented is a very excited, exuberant chord. So major or minor or diminished or augmented. Tell me how your week is going just from the chord. I love throwing in some music theory. So the word major or minor or diminished or augmented. And yes, with Smith, an hour already has gone by. Isn't that crazy? But I purposely carved out plenty of time. Listen, if we're having fun, I'm not shutting the live off early. I'm here for you all. I dedicated my evening to be with you all. So I've loved that it's gone an hour so far. Okay, we got major, beautiful. Oh, we got an augmented with multiple exclamation marks. Okay, Nancy, I see you. Whew. Sounds like you are having one heck of a week. Major, love it. Major and grateful. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, greetings to Italy. Love it. Major, love it. Got even bright. Oh, thank you. I'm happy I can help your life become major today. Ooh, suspended. Oh, throwing a wrench in there. I love it. That means there's some tension. So hopefully there's something that's going to resolve in your life this week. I sound like a fortune teller now, don't I? You're going to have something resolve in your life this week. Hey, Marcel, don't worry about it. You'll get to rewatch the replay later, but you're just in time for the finale. All right, we got major. Oh, thank you, Carly. Yes, please give the video a thumbs up. Apparently, YouTube algorithms really feed off that. So like the way videos get shown to people, the more that people like and comment, all the great stuff. So yes, if you would be so kind, please do a like. Once the video is done and it's just a normal video, please like give me a comment in it. Let me know if you liked it. That's another place to let me know what your idea is for a future session. Like, oh, here's a theme or a singer or a band or kind of a broader theme I'd love to see for the next mini concert. Okay, we got, ooh, a C major 7 to an A minor 7. Ooh, with a sprinkle of augmented. Wow, that is, you are having a week. I love it. That's a C major 7 to an A minor 7. With a little bit of that augmented sprinkled in. Okay, MM24, this is what your life sounds like right now. I love it. Major Matt, love it, love it. Oh, that kind of gave me an idea. You all let me know in the comments, would you like this? I also had an idea because I like the idea of also shaking up what especially if we end up doing a live stream every week, what it could be. So this is one version of it where it's mini concerts and we do stuff like this. Another one I thought about could be where it's like we in real time, we write music together. Like we practice putting in the techniques that we've learned from the videos so far, throw in some music theory, and we write music together through your chats and me at the piano. Thought that could be a fun improv. And we can also do just like a straight Q&A one if you just like, I can have a document where you can send in all your different piano questions. Let me know what you like. I thought the mini concert would be a fun one because it's sort of, watching me getting to play stuff for you and show you in real time how I execute my own stuff. And it's not just hearing me talk all the time like you hear in the videos. But I'm all for open ideas. Like, what would you love if you during our live streams, if it was like an hour, hour and a half, what could it be? What are the fun chats we could do or do at the piano? I love it, I love it. Sherry, be wild for I can do that. No, well, and what I mean is I will be the vessel and you all in the chat, I'm guiding you through questions of writing music that I'm doing at the piano. So it's sort of like by the end of it, I will demonstrate music that you all wrote by decisions that you made in the chat. It's something I do live a lot with my students in person at the university, and they have a lot of fun with it. So you don't have to be, it's not that you have to be at your piano writing the song. I mean, you can. And I'd also love to do some interaction where if you are at your piano, we could have live sessions where we're doing interactive like workshops and activities and lessons too. Of course, I can't hear what you're doing, but you'd let me know, is it working? The sky's the limit for us. I love it, I love it. Cool. All right, let's get to the final one. So this was my pick. I'm trying to remember if someone else wrote this song. I don't think anyone else wrote it, which is very rude because it's my favorite Beatles song. No, this isn't nearly like a really famous one. I actually didn't even hear this one until I was a full-grown adult, and I listened to Beatles growing up. So I was like, why don't I know this song? This is beautiful. So I love playing this song. In My Life, I think it's a beautiful song. The lyrics are gorgeous if you ever look it up. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. It's one of the songs I love to just sit and play by myself. Yes, I probably look crazy. I do what I tell you to do. Most days, I will still find 5 minutes of my life, not where I'm teaching someone or playing music for my job or a gig, where I'm sitting and I just have my headphones in so I don't bother anyone. And I just play for me, like just what soothes my soul in that moment. And this is a song that came to my mind last week that I just kind of played for myself. So I played it for myself last week, and now I'm gonna play it for you all. So I hope the sound of it touches your heart the way it touches my heart. Okay, this is In My Life. Always got to make sure. The reason I do that too is because sometimes in the system, if I go a while without touching the keyboard, it'll like freeze and I have to hit it again. Okay, here we go. Here is In My Life. So that is in my life. In my life. Oh, did this freeze? Boo. This is being mean. Oh, there we go. Sometimes it freezes. Oh, Nancy, oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the tip. Wow. That is so beautiful of you. Thank you so much. So much. I appreciate that, Nancy. Oh, that was for you, Nancy, then. Thank you all so much. I hope you enjoyed this format. I really liked this format of picking a handful, like 5 or 6 songs that you all chose, my own personal pick, because I also feel like that gives you a fun insight more into my life and my personality. What song would I choose if I was filling out the survey? This was so much fun. I have loved this, truly. And thank you all so much for being part of this experiment. I mean, this is really the first time I've tried to go live. I did sort of an experimental live months ago just to try the technology. But I'm counting this as like my first real one. So I'm happy that the tech worked because I was very nervous about that. I was like, talk about not having a lot of confidence. I'm not a tech gadget person. So very pleased I was able to figure all of that out. Thank you all so much. Let's see. Thanks, Sherry. Thank you. Thanks, Swiss Miss. I'm so glad you all had a wonderful time. Steven, my go-to source for lead sheets. Rulebook is hard to read. Yeah, there's not an easy answer for that. Of course, now in the world of internet, if you just Google any song title and then put the word lead sheet, stuff is going to come up and you just kind of choose the one that looks good to you. There's the official ones that are like, for example, like at sheetmusic.com or musicnotes.com. There's unofficial ones that people have made that are just as fine. So it's more of like, find one that you like. If it's in an easier key signature, if you ever work with me as one of my students in their specific songs, and I help find the lead sheets for you, or I'll send you links of like, here's the one I want you to order because this one looks better for you. It is tricky because there's not just one lead sheet. People do lead sheets in different ways, in different keys. The real book and fake books are really good, but there's a ton out there. So just Google whatever song title you're looking for and then add the word lead sheet afterwards and just see what comes up. You can even do an image search and find one that you like. And if it's a song you really want to learn, it's worth a couple of bucks. That's another great thing about lead sheets. Lead sheets are usually a little cheaper than if you order the full notated song. So that's another good tip. The pling pling arrangement of In My Life. I'm gonna try that. Yes! Oh, good, Carla. Yes, pling pling. Listen, I love a good pling pling. I love it. Oh yes, John, I got your confirmation right before we went live, so I'm super excited. Yes, I've been having a blast doing the private lessons. I know they're not for everyone. People just love the YouTube. I know it can be tricky for people to schedule or afford. Totally fine. I love doing all this free content, but I have really loved a lot of new YouTube. A lot of my new clients the last few weeks came directly from YouTube, so it's been a blast to get to know them. And yes, like I love working with you, whether it's one lesson or multiple lessons, where we really like hone in and figuring out what is it you want to do, and then how can Like I just focus on you and help you get there. And what I love most about doing lessons virtual, even though yes, it would be nice to be in the same room, but actually when you're in the same room with traditional lessons, you don't get recordings of what you did. And on the virtual lessons, you do. So as soon as we're done, like usually an hour after it takes to process, you get video recordings and audio recordings and transcripts of our lesson. So it actually means we can do a lot more in each lesson because I can show you a bunch of stuff knowing that you're going to get to replay it and rewatch it over and over and slow it down and pause it and all that great stuff. So that's another nice benefit of doing the virtual lessons. Oh, thank you so much. Guan, thank you. Yes, my next YouTube definitely coming this week. I'm not sure which date exactly it'll be. It'll either be Wednesday or Thursday. And I'm honestly, I don't remember off the top of my head which one it is, because I kind of batch record stuff because, my schedule gets a little busy. So I usually batch record like 3 at a time, and then that kind of gives me a week and a half worth of content. So yes, be watching for the new one. Plus, I may also, because this is something else I'm going to experiment with, whenever we do lives like this, where it's a mini concert, I may also then take the video of the live and edit it down into like a normal video to post under the normal video section, where it's sort of just the clips of me playing. So it's sort of like just the Beatles songs without all the live chatting. That way you can see both. You can, if you just want to see the songs, you can watch that, or if you want to get to replay the live and me talking and us engaging, then you also have the live. So I might experiment with that too this week, which means that would be another video coming. Yes, Carol, I'd like to hear your improv of Heart and Soul. Oh, Heart and You would be shocked at how many times I play Heart and Soul with students, because so many times people come in and that's the song they know. Even like I teach a lot of like athletes that like in gen ed classes, which is a lot of fun too, and it's random baseball players, and they know one song on the piano and it was Heart and Soul from when they were a kid, and I'll make them come to the piano with me and we'll have a blast and we'll just jam on it for 10 minutes because they all can do. And usually what I'll do is I'll start it and we'll start with more gentle, like I won't go crazy with it. It'll just be basic. While they play, and then the more comfortable they get with it and I can tell they know the melody, then we'll start to have fun and I'll say, oh, now do this, now do this. And so we'll work it up to different things. So then it'll be sometimes more complicated. Yeah, it'll be fun. And then we'll like take it down and do like a music theater Disney version. It's a lot of fun. I love teaching college. They keep me young at heart. I'm 39, I'm turning 40 in 2 months. So I only have 2 more months to be in my 30s, but I love being around the college students because they keep me young. They make me feel like I'm still a 20-year-old. So yes, I only have 2 more months left in my 30s. So you can call me old in the comments if you want, or you can congratulate me. My birthday is in November. So 2 more months to say I'm in my 30s. Oh, Carla, yes. Fingers can remember. Well, try it. Yeah, it could be fun. So Heart and Soul is a great song to practice. It's actually a really great song to practice scales because the whole song, the melody is based on a scale. So if you can play Heart and Soul, even just the melody, and do it in different keys, is a fantastic way to learn scales if you can do it in different scales. And sometimes with my students, if they're more advanced, then I'll do that. We'll play Heart and Soul, but I'll throw different key signatures at them. So we start in C, and then when we're done, then I'll say B flat. And we'll like go through 7 different keys. And of course, they kind of start to panic, but it's fun. It keeps them on their toes, and it's a great way to have fun at the piano. I love it. I love it. Okay, I'm just rambling at this point, so I'm going to let you all go. Thank you so, so much for joining me. Be on the lookout for more information and voting for the next live. Maybe it'll be next week. That would be awesome. Thank you all so, so much for giving me your evenings. I really, really appreciate it. Watch out for the videos coming out this week. Watch for the emails from me this week for all the fun stuff. And I hope everyone has a lovely night. Take time tonight to go sit at your piano or keyboard for 5 minutes and just play something that soothes your soul. I don't care what it is, how simple it is. Remind yourself why you love piano. And hopefully I helped do a little bit of that for you tonight too. Okay, so thank you all so much. Good night. Good night, Marcel. Good night, Guang. Good night, Sherry. Good night, Nancy. Lowell, Anthony. Yeah, I'm just a kid. Thank you. Tell that to my college students. They think I'm super old. Good night, Carla. Thank you all so, so much. This has been a joy, a joy. Thank you all so much. Have a good night. I'm going to say good night to you all now. I'm going to learn how to stop this string because I'm learning all the tech. Okay, have a wonderful evening, everyone. And until next time, my friends, keep making music. You got this.